Shirley here with Sirius Telus Moon. This is Sol Hour Jupiter Day. And the moon is 17 degrees Leo, ruled by the sun that is slowly approaching the point of the eclipse, and Mercury has ingressed into Libra. Midheaven is on Israel's Chiron, and conjoining Black Moon Lilith, it is about to arrive to Israel's Chiron, and ascendant 4 degrees Aquarius. So, what do I think about what Israel is doing in Gaza? Because, and I'm going to be brutally honest, I'm going to say it outright. Could a woman live alone, independently of ability to work, be safe and free in any place in the world right now? Because this is where people like me, for example, would have been expected to opt out and vote with our presence being removed from something that we may not be on par with, to say it very delicately. Now, because the answer is no, it means that every single place on earth is not better in terms of its morality than Israel, and the only thing that is better is just a particular time trajectory that hasn't gone to full fruition yet. I think that it's way easier even to criticize Israel as Holocaust survivors, notwithstanding that in academia, the professors that study child welfare are trafficking children, that study mental health are cooperating with MK Ultra, which is to put people in perpetual trauma. So imagine what do the professors that study Holocausts do. And I know that because I studied the body mind question a fraction before COVID, and I did not agree to partake in trafficking in academia. This is why I took a break from academia. And from what the topic of my research was, it seems quite obvious that what I didn't agree to do was to Frank Olson. So, and all of that under the guise of academic freedom. Do I like what's happening in Gaza? Nope. I just saw a video that shows of 4 layers of a mass grave that was dug up. that would mean that somebody would need to layer up the people, carry dead bodies, layering them up, layering sand, carrying more dead people, layering them up, layering sand. And that would probably take beyond several hours to do. Granted that those are like dead bodies, and a shit ton of people to do that. All because some people invested in real estate and that's simply the case all around the world. Do I see it as a local conflict? No. Do I see it as a false flag after false flag? More like it. Do I think that there is any country in the world that can stand up with a pointing finger at Israel and say we are better than them? No. If there was, probably we would have an Israeli-Palestinian settlement. Israelis love to travel. Palestinians love to travel and study. They speak better English than most Americans and English people when they go to their academias and get funded. I spoke with Palestinian people when I was in academia. We were taken to the settlements. A guy speaks to me perfect English with the most accurate demeanor, whether it was Hebron or it was the yes, it was Hebron. Hebron. We go into those graves of like I don't know what is Sarah or Rachel. I'm a secular person, okay. I see the graves all written in Arabic. I'm like, okay, these folks were keeping these graves for some time. Where's the beef? What's the beef about? Um, and I see Jews that remember 1936, 70 Jews suddenly being slaughtered in Hebron over nothing, one sudden day. And their ancestors, the survivors' ancestors, lived that day as though it was yesterday. All because some people are invested in real estate and weapon, changing money with the body parts. And again, is it safe for a woman alone to live anywhere in the world independently of ability to work? Because what if she's sick? She gets sick, I don't know, for a while she needs to stop working. How would she be treated is another question. Which means that there is literally no place in the world that can point the finger at Israel and say, oh my God, those are such terrible people, terrible people. We're nothing like those terrible people. People really love to make it a people's, this genocide, this democide, this colonialism. But nobody likes to take a look at the facts. I see a picture of young boy in Gaza, young child, less than first grade, being asked, "What do you want?" Said, "I want to die. I'm hungry. There's a war. I want to die." I talked about Sedna. Okay, keeping food from children's mouth brings world hunger. And I'm not even talking about blame. I was like, there is a situation. That situation has implications worldwide. And I think I spoke about it. We had a case of a lady called Sapir in Israel. She actually got along well in the army. But before that and after that, she did not have any viable solution because probably she did not agree to traffic people, you know. Um, and then she pretended to be a woman terrorist, shouted Allah Akbar, and was shot dead. Now tell me that the shooter who shot Charlie Kirk is not another Sapir. He knew he would be shot dead, or like he would be neutralized. So it's kind of like, well, that's closest to assisted death, I guess. Spiritual warfare. Billions of people going through rape that nobody sees because it's done with voodoo techniques. There are voodoo techniques in the freaking Vatican. So go ahead, point your finger to Israel. Let's see if it prevents the next democide, the next genocide, the next besieging of cities, the next mass shooting, or what people call terror attack.